Basically, after doing this for a month now, I can kind of see why people don't gravitate towards the Bible or, want to become a believer or anything like that. Because, the people kind of are off putting. It's hard to ask a simple question. It's either rudeness, you're made to feel dumb, or it's people just read the Bible yourself and God will reveal. It's kind of just like I get it. I know I'm supposed to do the research on my own on stuff, which I am doing because there's a lot of other questions that I just Google it. But there's some questions where I'm just interested in more understanding. But it's just so off putting when you do ask a question and the person, I remember the first time I asked the question, the person is like, how can you question this after all Jesus has done for you and all God has done for you? And I'm like, dude, chill. It's a constant reoccurrence. So majority of the people have something, a lot of ego involved. But there's thankfully, some people who are a lot more nice, are a lot more understanding. And if I wasn't solely interested in the Bible, I probably would have quit. I was like, no, y'all too rude for me to even continue. But because my interest is in the Bible and not people, I'm still continuing, I'm still reading. But I can see how it can be like, it's just like a spiral. It's just like, it's a never ending, people being rude, can't even ask a question, or people go above and beyond of what you're actually trying to say. The fact that I can ask a simple question and people are like, oh, you must have a white man then. Lord, or don't you know? No, I don't. I don't. Or they giving me a history lesson after all I asked for was what verse. I don't. I know what woolly type hair looks like. I'm black. I can see if it was just like a small percentage of the community and be like, oh, okay, well, they just a little off. But like, it's a lot. And that's concerning. You understand? I can see why people have such a problem with Christianity. It's not even probably the Bible for the most part, it's most likely the people. And so that's when this really is a lonely journey. Like, so sad enough that once doing all this, it's like you against the world because, and then to, you know, talks amongst other people who do read the Bible, and there's just a lot of division and fighting and arguing and ego everywhere. I was in the car trying to. I don't know why I thought a gospel station would be here because it's Arizona, what 3% black people. So I thought I was gonna come across like a gospel station. Of course I didn't. But I did come across there was at least two stations that were talking about God and all that stuff. And the first station, he's just yelling and comparing himself, his church, to other churches and how his church is more right because he does things this way and everybody else is bad. And I was like, wow, it's just kind of sad that there's just such division. You understand? And I don't know if it's just because everybody just gives everything to God that they don't feel the need to work on themselves. But that ego is destroying a lot. Believers, not stuff, they just throw the baby out with the bathwater. Well, I believe in God, so I could be an a-hole if I want to. I'm going to repent later on. And it's funny that, because in the Bible, when it talks about human behavior, all this stuff, is, it tells you to be positive, to, be nice to people, be nice to yourself, you understand? But it's people are acting the exact opposite of the Bible, but at the same time so devoted to the Bible. Or maybe people are just worried about this wrong stuff, you understand? Whose tribe is who and who's more right. And I even had to turn my comments off because it was just bringing me, it was just so much negativity that it was bringing me down. I didn't come here to be negative or because people want to create something out of nothing. I just asked a simple question and people just went above and beyond. to be rude. No, you understand? I don't know if people are just too distracted by the specifics of the Bible, like who's who, what's what, and not the actual word, because the word is what matters the most. I think a lot of people are skipping that part, honestly. And I guess I thought that, you know, it was gonna be like the same how it is in, you know, the New Age spirituality community, where everybody, you know, tries to be respectful, nice, and happy, you know, unless something doesn't go their way, then they're mean. Thankfully, there is still people who have that respect and follow the word. And hopefully that, you know, those people strengthen in numbers and become the majority and not the minority. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. But thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a good one.